Chaverim, Shana Tova. We're Lee.
And Ariel.
And we're the Shlichim at the school.
We are now in the 10 days between Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, which are also known as the 10 days of repentance.
So we've contacted our alumni who just went to a gap year in Israel, and we've asked them to make this video for you to explain about these special days. Hope you enjoy.
Enjoy.
Hi, I'm Andrea, and I'm spending my year in Israel on a program called Young Judea Year Course.
Hey guys, I'm David, and this year I'm spending a year in Israel on a program called Kivun.
Hi, I'm Sierra.
Hi, I'm Leah, and we are at Midrashet Torah Ve'avoda in Jerusalem.
I'm Isaac Began, and I'm at Yeshiva Kotel in Jerusalem in the Old City.
And I'm Madeira Greenwald, and I'm also in the Old City at Midrashet Harova.
Hi everyone, I'm Zev Bell.
I'm Eitan Frisch. We're currently studying Yeshivat HaTziyah in the beautiful Gush, as you can see behind us.
Hi, it's Jacob Zolden coming to you from the Old City, where I'm staying for the next month before I start university up in Herzliya.
Right now we're finishing up the month of Elul, where we're going into Rosh Hashanah, followed by Yom Kippur, and then Sukkot.
During this time, the Old City gets really crowded. All the tourists from all over Israel and from all over the world come in to eat in the Old City during the Chagim.
As you can see behind us, we have the sukkah that they built for the entire Old City, and now we're going to show you a bit more about what's happening in Israel at this time.
We just graduated chat last year.
And we just want to say a few words about Selichot, what it means to us, and how we do in Yeshiva, and just a few other notes of significance that we want to talk about. So essentially what Selichot are, Selichot's focal point, you can say, is something called the Yud Gimel Midot. Yud Gimel Midot is something when Moshe Rabbeinu went to ask God for forgiveness on behalf of the Jewish people. It says in the Gemara that God actually told him a specific formulation of prayer to say in order to ask for his mercy. So it says, Amar Rabbi Yochanan in the Gemara in Rosh Hashanah, Mikra Katuv, Efshar Le'omra. If God didn't tell Moshe to say this, you wouldn't be able to say it. Amar Lo, Kol Zman Yisrael Chotim, Yasu Lefanai Kaseder Hazeh. Every time the Israel sins, every time the Israel that Jews have shortcomings, they should do before me like I'm about to show you. And that's called the 13 midot, and it talks about how God is forgiving, compassionate, and there's a lot to say on that, but just a few notes related to the Yud Gimel Midot. Selichot represent us taking the initiative, us doing introspection about how we can improve ourselves, our relationship between us and God, our relationships between us and our families and our friends. So just something to think about.
Many of the piyutim and poems that we say during the high holidays, and specifically during Selichot, discuss the wrongdoings that many of us probably did throughout this past year. And Rav Ezra Beck, who's a rabbi and teacher at our yeshiva, actually said that the purpose of going back and looking at probably most sins and wrongdoings that many of us actually probably did do throughout this past year causes us to think and reflect about what we've done wrong in the past year and how we can improve. When one reflects on the past year and makes a commitment to do better, they become not just a better version of themselves, but they transform themselves altogether as if they emerge as a new person. And may we all have the courage over these coming days to invest in introspection and consider how can we improve our relationship with God, with our fellow students, with our fellow friends, with our family, and just our fellow one another. And how can we try and become and look back to this past year and see what have I done wrong and try and become a better person as a result of that reflection. Shana Tova and Gemar Chatima Tova.
K'tiva Chatima Tova, all the best.
One thing that's really unique to Selichot in Israel is that it's a really universal experience, and you can find a minyan basically anywhere you go at any time in the night.
I personally appreciate how many different places you can go for Selichot and how each community has a different way of connecting to God during this time.
Bye, we miss you.
I am so looking forward to my year this year. I can't wait for everything that I'm going to learn and the educational component of my program. I'm really looking forward to an internship that I'll hopefully have at a wildlife center, and just all the touring, the traveling, the hiking, talking to people. I really feel like this will give me an opportunity to solidify my Jewish education before heading off to university next year.
On the program, we have a lot of independence, so we cook for ourselves, we do everything for ourselves, and actually coming up in October, we have we have an elective period, so people get to choose whatever they want to do. You can do Magen David Adom, you can do an internship, and some people are doing yeshiva, and yeah, it's really fun.
Let's talk so much about Selichot that I thought I'd just show you instead. So come with me as I go from my dorms right here to the Selichot spot. So Sephardim begins saying Selichot from the first of Elul. So this has basically been my view every night since I've gotten here. Just thousands and thousands of people coming together to pour out their hearts and have a meaningful experience at the Kotel. It's so incredible just to watch, and even more incredible to be a part of. I know a lot of us have gone down at one point or another for Selichot, not just from Aish, but from all of the people at Chat, and it really is just an incredible experience to be a part of. So I hope you enjoyed, and I'll leave you with one final moment from Selichot at the Kotel.